flex me a back body. Say, oh, it's another one, yeah. It's a first run, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.
Good afternoon. Welcome to our YouTube channel, iBoxingHub. I go by the name of BNG, feature yours truly, Trey, and our special guest, Chris Congo.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
All good, all good. And yourself, sir?
I'm blessed, man. Couldn't be better. Thank you.
Nah, big up to you, Chris, man. Like, too slick. Chris Congo, obviously welterweight. He's doing his thing. And, bro, we just have nothing but respect. And we appreciate the time that you're affording us now. I know you're busy, you know, training, doing what you're doing, boxing. But, yeah, it's just an honor to have, you know, a pro fighter like yourself on. And the beauty of this is we've got the two Chris's from Congo reuniting again, man. So big up. It's a little Congolese special for our people.
Yeah, man. We might even throw a bit of Lingala, just educate, you know, our fans and that. But yeah. But Chris, just a quick one. This is a question I asked every boxer that comes on the show. You know, what made you go into boxing?
Before, so I started when I was 8, but the reason was I had 2 older brothers who started before me. They're both retired now. One is a boxing coach and one he's just working normal and looks after me majority of the time in camp, like my camp manager. And they started before me. And the reason, obviously, we started off at a gym called Fisher ABC. And there it was like a youth club. So I used to go there just like play table tennis, swimming, you know, pool, all of that youth club stuff. And then I eventually found myself in a gym. So from then, that's when my career started, man.
Wow. Big up. Now, big up to you. Obviously, the community. Oh, hey, man, if you can put up some of the messages that Chris has. Obviously, big up Tony Ellis. He's obviously saying big up Chris Congo. The energy is good. Look, Chris Congo, a lot of fires lit. Yeah, and look, it's the Congo takeover. It is. Yeah, this is the Congo takeover, man. But yeah, no, Chris. Sort of growing up, like, were there any sort of fighters you looked up to that you obviously tried to copy or, you know, emulated and tried to sort of incorporate, like, put that into your style? I would say.
Yeah, of course. Growing up, I watched a lot of Sugar Ray Leonard. He was one of my main guys, and he is, for me, still one of the best fighters in the world to actually come out of boxing. He was definitely one of my main guys, but eventually I watched a lot of Floyd as well before he become Floyd. I watched the Pretty Boy Floyd. I like to watch a bit of Pretty Boy Floyd for sure. Mike McCollum, definitely one of my guys. James Toney, the Roy Joneses. And they're the guys, man, that I watched coming up into this game, you know? So, yeah, they were my guys.
I mean, what is your favorite division as a fan? I know you're a boxer, but do you have a favorite division that you like watching?
I like, you know what? I don't have a favorite division. I just like have a favorite style of fighting that I like watching, and obviously that's the style of hit and not get hit. You know, the likes of Floyd, Andre Ward, Shakur Stevenson at the moment. They're my guys. They're my guys, man, and I watch them a lot. You know. And it's crazy, like, obviously you wouldn't expect me to watch someone in my weight class who I could potentially fight.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know why, but I like watching Jaron Ennis. 'Cause I think he's cold. I don't know about anyone else, but yeah, but I watch a lot of him as well, you know, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Jaron Ennis. I mean, is he next in line to challenge Crawford? Well, if he had the opportunity.
Yes, he's next in line for that.
Do you think it's too early?
No, I think he's at the right stage of his career. He's beat everyone that they've put in front of him, so why not?
Fair enough.
To be honest, I would like to see him fight someone like Virgil Ortiz and then go to That would be a good shout. You know, someone like that would be good. But
what about what's his name? Obviously Cuz always laughs at me, man. But what about one time, man? Keith Thurman. Do you think they've just
yeah, I think they could get him as well. Let him fight someone like that, then go for Crawford, you know. So yeah, one time Thurman, he's still there. He hasn't boxed for so long, man. I don't know what's going on. But apparently he's been asking for way too much money. But I don't know. I'm not behind the scenes in America.
What's your views on Misfits boxing? Did you feel that it's disrespecting pro boxing?
I don't feel like it's a disrespect, because if it was, if like I see it as, obviously they've helped the sport a lot, right? They've helped the sport a lot, but I would like to see them do something like what Jake Paul is doing. Yeah, he's putting real fighters on undercard, and I think KSI should do that. Give us fighters also an opportunity to build our fan base, but also make a lot more money, because we know there's some big bucks in there, and yeah, I think they should give us the opportunity as well to showcase it.
If you had the opportunity and Floyd wanted to fight you in an exhibition, would you take the opportunity?
1,000,000%. He wouldn't.
Yeah.
He wouldn't. And I would try and knock Floyd out as well.
Yeah. What do you mean?
What? You think I'm going there for the money? I'm gonna try and hurt him. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's one thing I would try and do.
No, big up to Bukayo Saka as well. Sorry about that, because he's obviously saying, to be fair, they have helped Vidal Riley grow. So I think he's talking about Misfits. Yeah, Vidal Riley's obviously utilized, you know, that space. And look, I genuinely think that it's good for the sport, but I agree with you. I think we need to see, you know, more fighters on these undercards as well, so that they get a piece of the pie as well, because there's a lot of money. You could see it.
100%. And they have helped Vidal Riley, but also he sort of built up his way himself, you know. And obviously he's doing podcasts with one of his guys as well. And yeah, he's very much into the social media aspect of things. So it's not just they've helped him, he's also helped himself.
How would you describe training camp? Would you say it's hard? I wouldn't say.
I think training in general is hard. Like, I'm not in. I haven't got a certified date yet, but I done 16 rounds with Adam Naseem last week. He's fit and ready to go. Yeah, so I can say I'm in a decent enough shape there. If they said that, yo, Chris, fight in 2 weeks, I'll be more than ready for. So I think camp is just a word that people say to use. I don't know if it's to try and get focus or to get focused. I don't know, but obviously for me, camp is all year round. If you're training, you're in camp anyway. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, like now, I've been training I've been training for a while, man, and yeah, I wouldn't say that I've been in camp, because I haven't. I've just been training and working.
No, big up to you. Obviously, the Al Heyman of iBoxingHub, he's obviously got a question for you. He's obviously saying, how good is Adam Aziz? How good is he?
Listen, I've sparred a lot of guys who they say, yeah, they're next up. But for me, I definitely think Adam is one of the next up, 100%. I think he's really very good for his weight. He's very powerful for his weight, because I think he's doing light welter. No, he's doing light welterweight. Very, very powerful for his weight, and yeah, I can understand and see why he's just dropping everyone. It's not no gimmick. Like when I got here, I thought, yeah, he's got some pop still. You know, he's got some pop. and he's got skills, barring that, man. So I think, yeah, him and his team, they're doing very well.
Good. So I'm going to ask you a question, Chris. Obviously everybody's seen the back-to-back view, and is it Makaku? I've got his name. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Makaku is Makaku. yeah, that's what I'm gonna call him now. Still, Makaku. So, but yeah, Florian Makaku. Florian Makaku. You know what I mean? He's a joker.
I mean,
trying to get this.
You gotta translate for our people, then, man.
No.
Yeah.
So like, I know you want him next. I mean, could we potentially see it happening this year before the year ends?
Probably. Let's see. I'm all for it. Like I said, if and you see me certain times, I always feel like boxing is very weird. So sometimes you just have to be ready just in case. And I'm not saying that I'm on weight now, but I'm very close. Yeah, I'm very close. And like, for example, he's fighting Saturday. So if that did present to me, bro, I'm calling my coach and say, yeah, let's do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I'm ready for it whenever. You know, it's a long backstory. And yeah, it was just, let's see how it goes.
Wow. Now, obviously, Bukayo Saka is obviously saying, how does that fight go if it happens, right? What are you saying? Chris? Like,
I'll tell you this. That fight, I don't even want to knock him out no more. I just want to beat him up, like proper beat him up. But me personally, I think he'll quit. There's something about him that he's got some quit in him, and that what people have said to me. And it's not, you know what? You see, if it's like a few people that you don't know that are saying it, you wouldn't take it as gospel. But when it's people that you know, and there's people that's been around him, yeah, there's people that's trained with him, sparred with him, yeah, and they're saying, yeah, this guy's a quitter. Yeah, that's when you know what, this is from credible sources now. So me personally, I'll make him quit.
No, big up, like your guy, Sugar Ray Lennon, what he's done to, Roberto Duran, no mass. So you're thinking more of a no mass situation. Now, you know what, I like Lennon as well. I can't even lie. When I think about like his journey, him becoming a gold medalist in the Olympics, and then coming up to, becoming champion, and then moving up the weights as well. Do you sort of see yourself eventually doing that yourself? So obviously on welterweight now, but do you see yourself, potentially moving up, possibly, middleweight maybe, or super welterweight?
Definitely, I see myself moving up. I like to reevaluate my weight every 18 months, see how I'm getting on. And I like to, obviously, every 18 months, but also after every fight as well, before every fight, see how camp is going, how my food prep has been, how easy was it to get to a certain weight. And then if I need to do a weight cut, how much do I have to lose to get to the championship weight? And if we're basing it off my last fight, I passed that with flying colors. Like, not to say it was super easy, but I made the weight, which wasn't a problem. So yeah, I still believe I'm still a strong welterweight, but once I reevaluate again after my next fight, and possibly again within the 18 months, let's see how it goes.
Obviously, big up to you. Palamos Music, as always, supporting us. Big up to you. Palamos. He's obviously saying, so Marku next. So what sort of ring music? Yeah, we we like to touch on this topic, ring music, because I'm not gonna lie, me and my cuz, we grew up, watching WWE, the wrestlers, coming up with these entrances and stuff like that. So we just wanted to find out from yourself, like, what kind of ring music are you looking to come out to if you're fighting like a Marku, for example, or Mokaku?
You know me, I just like to come out to either something new that's doing well, or something really old that's gonna let the people know I'm coming for smoke. So I would like to give away a few ring entrances that I have in mind and a few ring walks that I do have in mind, but they will be massive, and especially my next fight and moving on now with the ideas we have with the team, with teams that I'm in talks with and stuff. Let's see how it goes, you know.
Cool. Did you by any chance follow up with the boxing yesterday?
Of course, I watched it. Definitely.
Right.
And
I want to know your views, Chris. Like, what do you think? Low blow or no low blow?
That wasn't a low blow, man. That wasn't a low blow. That was on the belt line, yeah, which is a legal punch. Maybe. Listen, you can't take anything away from the ref, because the ref wasn't biased towards Usyk, right? Because Usyk tried to complain. If you watch the fight properly, I think Daniel Dubois hit him again there, right on the belt line. But the ref saw that clearly, and he said, "Nah, that was not a low blow. That was no low blow. That was a proper punch." And Usyk tried to say it was a low blow, but it weren't, right? So I just think that it was maybe where the ref was standing, maybe that angle to him, it looked like a blow, but it wasn't. You know, obviously when we look back at it now, we're thinking raw. Like people are bringing up videos and pictures of when Andre Ward was hitting Kovalev, when Floyd Mayweather jabs to the body as well. Sometimes it's on the belt line. Yeah, we see it against Marcus Maidana twice. He was hitting him with jabs to the body on the belt line all day long. So it clearly to me wasn't low, and Dubois should be the outright winner. But also, I believe in a fight. There's something about him where I just see him quit, man. He got hit with a jab and just took the knee, man. And nah, man, that didn't sit right with me as a fighter, bro. Not gonna lie. As a fighter, nah, you don't do that, man. You fight till the end. You know what I mean?
Do you think maybe he was tired? Because
Do I think he was tired?
Mm.
Bro, if I'm honest, I don't know. And if I'm really honest, to be honest, listen, he shouldn't be tired. He done a camp in Spain, in Granada, yeah? And I've been there before, right? And I've told my coach, we need to go there because there's something about the air that's different. Because you're so high above sea level, the altitude is different. When I arrived there, me as a full-blown athlete that's been boxing for so long, when I walked into this place and I started walking upstairs, I was getting tired. I was getting breath, yeah? That's how mad it was over there. So for you to be tired and you've been training at that sort of high sea level, above ground, I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, when I went there and I come back, I done the same pads that I've done, 12 rounds, pads, bags, and bro, I was like, this is nothing. Like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how fit I was, and I had no date, no nothing. So training in that sort of altitude, and then coming back to go to a fight at a normal sea level, normal ground, you should not be getting tired, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You shouldn't be.
Wow, you see what I'm saying? You know what, cuz I can't even lie to you. Chris has obviously made a very good point, and we obviously had conversations about this off air, that yes, we could obviously talk about the punch and a lot of people saying robbery and stuff like that, possibly as well. Maybe, let me ask you, Chris, do you think VAR might be needed in boxing? I know obviously you've got your ties to Millwall, you know about football, you know about VAR. As a boxing sport, do you think VAR can work in boxing for like situations like that?
100% it can, 100% it can. I think it should always, obviously, like for an example, right? if that was a low blow, he should have been counted, and then obviously seen what the VAR says, and then he should have been given a rest if it was low, and just go from there. Really, we do need it in boxing, man. Then we can really see what happens, you know.
Yeah, it's a madness. I can't even lie. It's an absolute madness. But I'm not gonna lie. I sort of questioned Dubois. What's the word? You know, after you go through sort of a bad situation, yes, it's not gone your way, but I just felt after that situation, I wanted him to just be, even though he had been put in a tremendous performance, I felt that he could have been more aggressive and, you know, go for him more. Like, use your weight. You're the bigger guy. Like, I thought he was just going to be more doggy, whereas it felt like he was more trying to have that sweet tactical boxing, sweet science fight, like your guy Sugar Ray Leonard, man. So, yeah, that's just my really.
I think it's hard to say that when you got a classy fighter like Usyk, because I've seen Usyk live myself. I've seen him in the gym 2018. Me, Isaac Chamberlain, and Ted Bammy went out there for camp, and just seeing the stuff he does and his movements, he's so hard to pin down, and it would have been a difficult task for sure. But could he have pressed a bit more? Yes. But would it have happened? Would Usyk have let that happen? I doubt it. But all you can do in this life is try, innit? You know what I mean? That's all you can do.
No, big up to you, big up to you. Honestly, you know, looking at the situations, obviously after the shot, I'm thinking about, you know, the knockdowns afterwards. I don't know, man. When I look at Usyk in the heavyweight division, look, because I'm a big fan of Usyk, I can't lie. Like, I've been watching his career since he was sort of cruiser, you know, through the Olympics, etc. And I knew that because of experience, he's gonna take Dubois to levels where he's gonna question himself mentally. Even the whole physical battle is the whole mental situation of maybe the occasion, what's happened, and maybe fatigue, what my cousin was saying as well. I think all of that just come together, man. But regardless, I think it was a good performance. You can take a lot of positives, but I think a lot of people are sort of downplaying what Usyk done after the fight because he still had to rise above, let's say, controversy, I would say, and still the younger, hungrier fighter in that situation.
For sure.
The thing is, like, just going back what Chris was saying, when he got knocked down, right? If the ref had counted, would Usyk have got up? Because he was in pain. Would he have got up? That's the thing. A lot of, because think about it, right? If some people say it was a low blow, if it was a low blow, the ref would have deducted points. He would have 2 points deducted straight away. But Usyk, look at the way he dropped on the floor. He was like, whew. See what I'm saying? Because we already know, he's vulnerable when it comes to the body shots. Remember when he fought AJ? Every time he went to his corner, he was praying because he's vulnerable, the body shots. And just by judging that, watching that fight, I know for a fact Fury will finish him. It's going to be easy work for Fury when he catches him. Because all Fury's going to do is go for the body and just wear him down.
I don't think it'll be easy work, but I think Fury will apply that kind of pressure because he's so big as well. It won't be easy for Usyk, but I still believe that he might get his way at times, and they'll both have good moments in the fight.
Okay, what about Wilder and Usyk? How do you see that one go?
Wilder.
Bomb squad.
I think Bomb Squad beats everybody else apart from Fury. That's what I believe. He beats every other heavyweight apart from Fury and apart from Jamie TKV. That's about it.
Trust me, big up our Congolese brother Jamie TKV as well, man. Like, big up to him.
A serious fighter.
Trust me.
What's your views on Prince Naseem's son. He fought yesterday for the first time.
Pro
Bro,
debut.
I didn't watch that, but I see the little taps, these touches he was giving him, giving this guy, and they threw the towel in. But yeah, I don't know. I like to wait and see until they're in good, decent fights, yeah, and that will show who's really got it.
Just Frank Warren, obviously he's not happy with the results. He's saying either no contest or a rematch. I mean, personally, if I'm just me being honest, if there were to have a rematch, it would most probably go the same way.
Yeah, facts.
Do you know what I mean?
Probably,
because
probably even earlier as well.
Yeah.
Probably
But
even
if it's a no contest, then boy, good on him.
I don't think it'll be a no contest. I think it would. I think they'll force a rematch, but not a no contest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what they can do.
Can you see Herkovich doing anything to Usyk?
Herkovich might. Obviously, we see him against this guy. I see him spar Jamie loads of times. I always forget his name. Who this guy? He boxed Herkovich his last fight.
Is it McKean or Southcott? His name, the Australian dude, isn't it?
McKean, yeah, McKean. That's it. And you know what? Watching that, I think Herkovich might be able to do something.
Really?
I think he might be able to do something. Yeah. So it'll be good to see. It'll be a test, but I don't know.
This is how I see it, right? If Herkovich was to beat Usyk, the next person in line will be AJ. Eddie will make it happen. It'll be Herkovich and AJ for the belts.
Yeah.
If he beats Herkovich, then it's most likely him and Fury for all the belts. But
boy, see who they got in line anyway. But I think Herkovich is next
in line. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's as well. I think he's the mandatory, innit? The IBF, innit?
Yeah, but they would push everyone aside for Usyk to fight Fury.
Yes, please. We need to, like, we've spoken on this show a few times about Undisputed. The heavyweight division is the big bang. Like, we need to see an Undisputed Champion. We've not seen it since Lennox Lewis. That's too many years now. So
why I want to see that is because I want to see that. So once these two fight, I think Fury might come back and fight Joshua and then retire.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to see new crop of heavyweights start winning the world titles. And I want to see all the belts get won by one person and then let them get scattered about everywhere. And then another person can come in the next couple of years and try go undisputed.
Trust me, that's exactly how I'm thinking about it as well. Because I'm seeing, Wilder, Usyk, Fury, Joshua, they're all in their 30s now, above 35, innit? So hopefully when they go, the likes of Jamie, Moses Atuma, Jared Anderson, these names, even Dubois could be back in the mix, the hungry warriors.
Yeah.
I mean, again, remember Joe Joyce and Zhang, they're fighting. One of them's next in line as well for a shot. I think it's is it the IBF or WBO? One of them.
WBO, yes.
Oh, yeah, WBO.
How do you see that one going, Chris? Revenge or repeat?
I think it's a repeat, There's something in my head that's telling me it's a repeat. But
Bang Zhang, he knows. No, Chris knows. Big Bang Zhang.
I'm just from a fan point of view, right? How I see how Joyce can win the fight is he can't trade with Zhang, because obviously I know a lot of heavyweights they struggle with southpaws.
Yeah.
And I know with Zhang, after 5 or 6 rounds, he'll gradually gas out. So I don't know. I think Joe Joyce, can he knock out Zhang? Potentially. I don't know. Potentially.
The only thing is, in that fight, the first one, Zhang, he was just too comfortable in the shoulder roll, too comfortable in range, out of range. Yeah. When you're landing 3 backhands in a row, 3? No.
3.
Something's wrong here. When you're comfortable in that,
back.
what I'm doing, and it's crazy, man.
But the problem that I've realized about the heavyweights, I've said it so many times, is do they actually work on defense? Obviously, I know they work on defense, but they get hit too much.
Not all, but I'm sure. Listen, you got to be in the gym working on everything, man. You know, you can't just be working on one thing. So, yeah, I believe, I'm sure heavyweights are working on their defense.
Big fight next week. Liam Smith and Eubank Jr.
Yeah.
Now, how do you see that one going, Chris?
I had a little insight, and someone said to me that Eubank is looking his best that he's ever been. Like, he couldn't believe how Eubank was looking. So I believe that. I don't think, you know what, it's a 50-50, man, because I had Eubanks winning the first one, and he was doing well until he got clipped. But let's see. They see when you get clipped like that, you get hurt like that, it takes something out of you, man. For sure. So I don't know.
Trey.
What? You know me, because obviously I'm a Eubank fan, man. But I'm gonna take off my fan hat and just say that it's a potential 50-50. But the way I'm looking at it is, you know, when Eubank had to lose the weight for the Conor Benn fight, I think that sort of played a part in his resistance. I'm not making any sort of excuses and stuff like that, but now that he's had, you know, camps and he's training and it seems like he's coming into the weight, I think, you know, this time round he's not gonna lose focus and be much more aware of the shot. But like what Chris is saying, you know, once you know, get knocked down like that, then it's gonna, you know, play its part as well. But I think he can get the job done. I think he's under a lot of pressure right now, and pressure makes diamonds. So let's see what he's got.
Okay, I mean, should Eubank win, who's next? Would it be Conor Benn, or should he challenge for a world title?
It'll be Conor Benn, you know, 100%. There's too much money in the pot for that to go to waste. So I believe it'll be Conor Benn after that.
How do you see that? How do you see that one going? Eubank and Conor Benn.
Yeah, what you say, Chris?
Sorry, did I cut out?
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it will definitely be Conor Benn who will be next in line for that.
How do you see that one going?
I think Eubank's too big, man. Eubanks is too big, but Conor Benn, I saw him at the AJ card, the AJ undercard. Not I want to say AJ against Hellenius. And I think, he's put on a bit of size. So, yeah, man, you never know.
Oh, yeah, look. So we've got a few comments here. Obviously, Adam Hurley, big up to you. Thanks for joining us. He's saying he's underrating Liam Smith to begin with. So I'll hear him get the rest of the comments as well. Big up. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. But yeah, I just think the fight is a competitive one, and I think Chris Eubank can get the job done. But yes, we could look at Liam Smith. Is he going to be hungry to do what he did the last time? And Adam's obviously saying Chris Eubank can't accept defeat. I didn't like that sore loser. I think he was quite gracious in defeat, man. He didn't make any excuses or anything. I think he was more angry with Roy that, you know, he was about to, you know, stop the fight and the ref. But yeah, let's see what happens.
Boy, oh boy. Well, my last question really. AJ and Wilder, they're in talks apparently. Apparently it's going to be a 2-fight deal, one in Saudi and one somewhere in Africa. How do you see that one going, Chris? Do you see AJ being Wilder twice?
I think whoever lands first gets the win. I believe both of them can bang. Obviously, Wilder looks like the harder puncher. But then Joshua, look at how he flatlined Hellenius, and I was expecting him to do that, and I was expecting him to do it maybe a bit later. And why I say that is because imagine training 10 weeks or 8 weeks, however long they had, 6 weeks for someone like Dylan White. You know, he's shorter, he's more raggedy, he's gonna come in there, he's gonna make you fight. Then on fight week, they change it. So a lot of stuff, drills, when you're in the gym, drills suddenly become natural, right? So when you have to change that up within a week, it's not going to be easy. And I kept telling people, look, man, it's a change of opponent, yeah? You can't expect Joshua to go in there and knock him out in the first round, yeah, if he hasn't trained for this guy. If Wilder had a long time to train for Hellenius, they had a camp. So for him to knock him out in the first round, that 1-2, that step back right hand, he was drilling that over and over and over again. So remember, Joshua had to go to Hellenius. Hellenius didn't come to Joshua. Hellenius was boxing on the back foot. He made it awkward, and he's got that kind of awkward style. You can just tell he looks a bit awkward. Yeah. So I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I knew that was gonna happen, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. Well, Chris, man, I really appreciate your time coming on the pod and that. We should soon do it again. I mean, I'm not a boxer, by the way. I'm looking to, participate in a training camp, because as fans and casual fans, we're too fast to judge boxers. Do you know what I mean? Where I understand the training camp, there's so much things going on physically and mentally, and that's something I would definitely want to participate in.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, is there anything else you want to tell the fans? Any updates on anything else, or just stay tuned?
All good, man. Just stay tuned. There should be some news in a couple weeks, and let's all see. But if it is Florian Markey next, let's have it. If it ain't, then it's cool, because it will be soon. And just remember, he's the one that made the fight happen. So let's go.
Let's go, Chris Congo. Now, big up my brother, and look, we gotta get a Congo special with Jamie TKV eventually. So, guys, let's
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain, yeah. Let's get Isaac Chamberlain. Let's get a Congo special, man. But Palamas Music saying, listen to the boxer. We can all chat and that, but this man's got the cojones to get in the ring. So salute Chris Congo. So now, big up to you, Chris, man. Honestly, thank you for taking up your time. I know you're busy. I know you get a lot of DMs and messages about this, that. But the fact that you came on, showed some love, man. I appreciate that. So big up to you.
Sorry, one last one. Bawatsi and Aziz. Credit Beach Lewisham.
You throw it in there.
Guys, I'm not calling that. I possibly could be on that card as well. It's very likely I'm on the card. So yeah, just gonna wait and see. Don't want to confirm anything for sure yet.
Yeah.
No worries. All right, and Pete. So remember, iBoxingHub will here every Wednesdays at 7:30, Sundays at 7:30. Have a lovely, productive week, everyone. Peace and love.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. I start my card with a sweet one, please.